goes that far.
All right, I've got a story. Well, one more story. This is from College Zyori, so this is a good one. All right, you ready? All right, before we start, I need to ask you guys a question. How are any of you familiar with the Mr. Hands video?
Oh God!
Does anyone know what that is? No, only Slacks. Okay.
Nope.
I've been to the darkness, Zyori.
Okay, so I think this story needs to start. You know how some movies start with like a definition? You know, they define the word in the title. That's exactly what this one needs. So, Mr. Hands is one of the earlier viral, upsetting shock videos where a kind young gentleman goes to a barn and they lube up a horse and the horse fucks the shit out of the guy. And then the guy dies shortly after. Not on camera, but he dies.
This is two guys, one horse.
Well,
No, this is just one horse.
No,
and one...
that's you and Slacks.
One dude and one horse. So anyway, Mr. Hands, I don't know why they call it that. I don't know whose hands, but it's like filmed on a potato cell phone. There was a short period in my life when I was transitioning to college where I thought shock value was exciting. So I watched the Mr. Hands video a time or two. So I'm in undergrad, right?
A time or two.
My very first. Well, it's, you gotta. It's like the
Who
Zapruder
goes
film.
back for seconds?
Hey, it's like the Zapruder film. You can't just watch JFK's head explode once. You got to watch it a couple times to really get the full effect, right? Anyway,
I lost my virginity to that movie.
there you go. So I'm just getting settled in my dorm, and I was living with my girlfriend and in the dorm, kind of going back and forth. So I didn't know my roommate that well. He was a little skittish, kind of a quiet, nerdy type. One of the first things we bonded over was his screen name, which was Darko93, big Donnie Darko fan, right?
Hey-o.
And his big hobby was sitting on his desk and reading Wikipedia. All right, so I spent most of my time playing World of Warcraft arenas, and the internet wasn't so good, so I was lagging a lot, and I was playing a warrior, so I was always glitching around, and I wasn't doing enough damage. So most of the arena sessions were just me and my arena partner yelling at each other about how bad the other person is at World of Warcraft. So we finally take a break. We're all heated, and I'm sitting there kind of wondering what my roommate thinks about me as this guy is just like, hey, what's up, Donald? You motherfucker, why didn't you heal me? God damn it, you piece. Just screaming at people about how bad they are at World of Warcraft. This is pre-dealing with my rage issue days.
So you thought you'd ease his worries with a little online video.
No. It was more subtle than that. So I get so furious. I get so in the zone. We're taking a break, and one of my friends starts talking about some dipshit video that he's seen before. You ever hear people that have those stories like, I had 2 beers last night and I went crazy. It's like, shut up. I had 8 beers and I wasn't even as drunk as you. It's one of those kind of situations. I was like, you think that video is fucked up? I'll show you a fucked up video. And I link him Mr. Hands. And we start talking about it. And we're breaking it down. And they're like, is it real? Is it fake? And I'm sort of trying to use lingo that doesn't allude to the fact that I'm watching video of a dude fucking a horse, because I'm afraid that Donald might judge me in our first week in the dorm together. So after like 3 or 4 minutes, and I start laughing, and I'm like, yeah, no, he fucking died, dude. It was serious. And then Donald, he pokes me on the shoulder, and I tear my hands, and he's like, hey, man, I don't want to be weird, and I don't want you to think I'm eavesdropping, but are you talking about the Mr. Hands video? And I was like, actually, I am. He's like, dude, that shit's fucked up. I'm like, it is fucked up, isn't it? And then we high-fived, and after that, I was like, all right, Donald's on the level. Hell yeah. And that was how I knew that Donald and I were going to be good roommates for the rest of college.
Wow, nice. All right.
I love those. I feel like some of those videos are rites of passage as a young man. Like
certainly.
2 girls, 1 cup.
Yeah.
The guy with the jar. The guy with the jar.
Goatsy is the
Getting
original.
goatseed.
That's where it all began, is Goatsy. We can all thank Goatsy for
That guy's
everything
old,
that
too.
followed.
I mean, he's been working on that for a while.
Yeah, his anus
And
is just
Tub
wrapped